Hey everybody, welcome back to Jeff Bowles Central. I've been editing my latest book, which has been a lot of fun. I think I'm going to call it something like Love, Madness, Demon, something like that, which sort of like, fits the tone and the story and the texture and the words and the writing and the spaces between the words and also the periods at the end of the words. So anyway, I thought I'd talk about writing a little bit today because I kind of haven't in a while. I really, really like to write. I've had a lot of stuff published. I've published a lot of short stories. I've published a lot of short story collections. You know, I got the God's Body novel that I plug at the end of every video. Everybody loves that part. Oh yeah. So I thought I'd talk about like editing. That sounds like a fun topic for a video, right? Come along with me and enjoy the magical world of editing. A lot of people who start writing kind of for the first time don't really realize how important it is to edit. We're a generation of people raised on texting and emoji, and we don't necessarily know to edit. In fact, I see comments in my comment sections all that time that could use a little editing. That's okay. Especially the ignorant runs, but, you know, stands to reason. So, some tips for editing if you're a writer, or if you want to get into writing. First of all, that old standby "kill your darlings," which was coined by, I forget now who, some awesome person coined the phrase "kill your darlings" in relation to editing fiction. So basically, like life, anything that's not working out for you, you should kind of like just cut.
Hey, Mr. Donut Head Man, who's trying to kill you? I don't know, but they better not.
You know, if you stab a man in the dead of winter, steam will rise up from the wounds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's not good. I'm not happy. Oh, no.
You're going to find you need to edit. You're going to find you need to edit a lot. And you're going to find that you might hate editing. I actually don't. I really, really enjoy the editing process because it allows me to kind of fine-tune things and play with the language. And it's more than just tweaking words here, adjusting syntax, adjusting punctuation, stuff like that. You know, it's actually a revision process where you may just lose whole chunks of your manuscript, just gone, just because you need to, you know, keep it moving, keep it fresh, keep it going, keep your reader engaged. Always got to consider that reader. So, you know, I'll go through this process. I've got kind of a crunch process because I've kind of decided to release this book myself, sort of like I did God's Body. Just because of what it is, just because of the nature of it, I feel like I've got more control over the outcome, or just my ability to reach people with it. If I do it myself, which is fine, because you know, self-publishing in this day and age is a very, well, it's more of a viable alternative than it used to be to traditional publishing, and I like it. I like making stuff and getting it right to the people. You know what I mean? No middleman. Cut out the middleman, the yes-sayer, the naysayer most often.
Indians believed it was his soul escaping from his body.
You're right, Glenn.
Don't get too used to all the ideas that you have. Don't get too used to all the different, you know, fun little turns of phrase or whatever you manage to accomplish. But just get rid of it if it sucks. If it doesn't fit, just get rid of it. Also, when you're working on dialogue, it's really, really important to make it sound natural. I'm a stickler for dialogue, so I find that like repeating dialogue aloud is really kind of a crucial thing. It's a crucial ingredient. I'm a stickler for that stuff. I know what I'm doing here, guys. I know what I'm doing. I got a lot of XP to spend on my my 10th level writer. You know, the world is like really, really, like, I'm bored. I am so bored right now. Just because I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything. Working on this book, making videos for y'all every once in a while. You know, it calls to mind why I kind of got into the writing thing in the first place, and that's really just because you know, when I was a working musician, I kind of knew that I'd never really be able to have a quote unquote normal life if I was touring, if I was always away from home, or if I was struggling with it, even. Like, I didn't want to be a struggling musician anymore, which I kind of was at the time, so I took the leap and started exploring this other passion that I had, which was writing. And then, like 15 years later, almost, here we are. And it's a good job. It's not you know, lucrative for most people, but it can be fun. I would recommend it, but only if you're really really super into it and you have the moral fortitude, the mental fortitude, the financial fortitude to be able to step away from stuff and like really really hone in and practice your writing for long stretches on end. I like sci-fi, I like fantasy, I like horror, so that's what I write, but I tend to do my own thing with it. Anyways, I guess that's all I really gotta say. Until next time, everybody. JBC, FTW, what WTF, LOL. I don't know about that. You know what's not gonna get demonetized?
Oh, your book.
Sell my book.
Oh, I can't sell your book.
Quickly.
But I can tell people this is an awesome book about giant gods battling to the death. And what comes out of that Armageddon, of course. I mean, and it's a great book right now because we are kind of in a coronavirus, setting at home.
Yeah,
Gotta read books. Gotta entertain yourself.
You know, I gotta say, you entertain me as well. I get entertainment from myself. I get entertained by you. It's good stuff.
Share the love for everybody. Mwah!